Welcome back to day 3 of writing this week. Can you believe it's already the third day of lessons? It's gone so quickly. Again, I'm seeing wonderful things coming into me of what you've been working on about adding those temporal words when you're revising. Well, remember that quote that I read earlier this week? When you think you're done, you've only just begun. And that is true because we can always make our writing better through revisions and revising, adding or taking things away, making changes to our writing. Well, today's revisions that we're going to work on are so fun. There are 2 of them. We're going to talk about and learn about how to use all capitals to emphasize certain words, to make certain words seem more important. And we're also going to learn about something called onomatopoeia, which is basically a sound effect word. It's spelling the word the way it sounds. And we can use that in our writing to make our writing more exciting and make us feel like we're there. So let me share the screen and go over the teaching points again. So we have that in our brain. Okay, here we go. All right, we'll start with today's teaching point. And as it says, again, writers can improve their writing by revising it. We know that. We did that with temporal words the other day. And it says revising means making changes. And that's what we did. So we're going to continue revising, but with 2 different ways of revising. Today, we will revise our writing to make certain words more important and or more exciting by writing certain words in all caps. That means all capital letters. Now, these words that I wrote in all caps don't deserve to have all caps, but I just did that for the teaching point. And we'll talk about which kind of words do deserve to have all caps. And the other thing we're going to learn today is adding sound effect words in appropriate spots, and that's called onomatopoeia. I want to give you an example quickly of onomatopoeia. As you can see right here, it says onomatopoeia of sound words. Good writers can use sound words to make their writing more interesting. Look at this. Instead of just saying the firecracker exploded, you can use boom when the fireworks. You can use the word crunch when you're writing about people eating. Crash for a lightning bolt, and ding for a little bell. Pop, snip, hiss for a snake. Whoosh, the wind, and plink when little pieces of candy hit the inside of a glass jar. These are great sound words. And then they give us right here an example. Example, whoosh, I flew down the hill on my sled. That makes it more interesting and more exciting if you can put a sound word with it instead of just saying, I flew down the hill on my sled. Whoosh makes it more exciting. Okay, so to help us today, help me show you more examples of using all caps and using onomatopoeia, I'm going to read from this wonderful book, Pig the Star. And if you've ever read any of the Pig the Pug books, they are so funny, and this one will do a great job of showing us what we're learning. Okay, Pig the Pug by Aaron Blabby. I'm not sure if it's Blaby or Blabby. I have a feeling it's Blaby. So let's move on. Here we go. Let's let it get focused. There we go. Pig was a pug, and I'm sorry to say, he just loved attention. He'd show off all day. He'd shout, "Look at me. I'm the best. I'm a star." But then came the day that he took it too far. Now, if you look up here, loved, look at me, best, star are in all capital letters. The author wanted us to know to say those with more emphasis, and they were important to the page, important to show what Pig was thinking and saying. So, okay, let's keep our eyes out for more all caps or sound words. Yes, Trevor and Pig had a big photo shoot. They wore little costumes. They looked really cute. They do look cute. Isn't this fun? Giggled Trevor with glee. King of rock and roll. That's funny. He looks like Elvis. But Pig pushed right past him and yelled, "Look at me!" Again, look at the all caps. Important, and it shows the feeling that Pig's having. Aren't I just fabulous? Aren't I divine? Now back off, Salami. These costumes are mine. I should have said that louder. Mine, because they're in all capital letters. Yes, Pig ruled the photos. He hogged every shot. He whispered to Trevor, "I'm in. You're not." And under the lights, as the camera went snap, Pig felt like a rock star. Now look at that. There is a sound word. Snap is the sound that many cameras make, and so we can say that like a camera would. Not only is it a sound word, onomatopoeia, it is also in all caps, so we emphasize it. Oh, I'm going to read that last page again. Pig felt like a rock star and started to rap. Yup, I'm a star, y'all. Yeah, dog, I'm the best. Now get me a donut, you sausage-shaped pest. That's funny. That's not nice, but it's funny. But then something happened. That changed the whole shoot. The man with the camera said, "That dog is cute." Well, all capitals, that's important. "Wow, Trevor's a star," the photographer said. Pig couldn't believe it. And then he saw red. Look at how red the background is. That's an important word to show his feelings. He shrieked, "I'm the star!" And he knocked Trevor flat. But Trev bumped his rocket, and the rocket went. You know what's going to be next? Splat. Look at that. Another great sound word to give us that sound of what that must have been like to hear. And not only is it a sound word, it's in all capitals too. These days are different. I'm happy to say Pig's dreadful antics have all gone away. He's not such a show-off. He's not such a swine. And although it annoys him, he lets Trevor shine. Oh, that's nice. So I hope that you found some good examples in there of onomatopoeia, the sound effects words like snap and splat. And we also found lots of words that were capitalized for that emphasis. Now, the assignment, you have one quick assignment. Your assignment is to go back into your well, right now I'm going to put you on pause. Here, let me go back. I'm going to put you on pause right now, and I want you to go find your 3 stretch it out papers. We're going to add some all caps, and we're going to add some onomatopoeia. So come back quickly. Thank you. Thank you for grabbing the things that we needed, all 3 of those papers for our stretch it out. Now we're going to add 1 all caps word, and we're going to add 1 sound effect word, onomatopoeia. So Let me share the screen. All right. Now I've already thought about my writing and thought about where I wanted to add my all caps words. I'm looking for a place in my writing where I really had a lot of emotion, where I really wanted to stress how I felt about something. And when I was at the baseball game, I was so hot and thirsty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find the sentence where it says hot. Oh, I found it right here. I was so hot, sweaty, and thirsty. I have an exclamation point, but I think I could make it even better if I make these words in all capital letters. So I'm going to cross out just hot, sweaty, and thirsty and write it. Remember our carrots. Hot, sweaty. I'm writing the exact same words. I'm just making them in all capital letters, and thirsty. So when I write my one moment. When I write my final copy of this paper, when I publish it, I will make sure that instead of writing in lowercase letters for those three, I will write it in capital letters. All right, now I want to add a sound word, onomatopoeia. And I was trying to think where in my writing is a good place for that. And I was thinking, you make a lot of sounds when you drink. And when I drank my Pepsi at the ballpark, I chugged it. See where it says I chugged it? I chugged it as fast as I could. When you do that, you make a lot of sounds. And the sound I'm thinking of is glug, glug, glug. And so we can go ahead. It says I chugged it as fast as I could. I think that I'm going to put it right here after I put could. So I'm going to put a caret there, and I'm going to write my sound words. Glug, glug. Now, glug. Now, I could have written those in capital letters if it was really loud, but I'm not going to. But I will put an exclamation point. So I put my caret, glug, glug, glug. Now, before we move on, I want to show you that onomatopoeia paper one more time. Again, I will send this out for families so that you have examples of some of these sound words. But if you can think of other sound words, that'd be great. And if you can find words in your writing that deserve all capitals, I'd love to see that too. So have a wonderful night, and we will see you next week. I should have said have a wonderful weekend. Take care.